Word,
Word.
word. Okay, the problems we have in Nigeria, problems, is enforcement. We have so much laws, but the problem is no enforcement. People think Nigeria don't have no law. Like someone said, "Well, there's no law in Nigeria." No, we have the most laws that you can imagine. We have more laws than countries that are working perfectly. But the difference is we don't have enforcement. Our enforcement agencies that would enforce laws, well, are being compromised. So that's our topic today.
Word.
We don't have enforcement. So once we can create enforcement in our laws, you will see that we will live in a better place. We would have more reason to wake up in the morning. But at the moment, there's no enforcement. So it is it's almost looking like it's lawless. Check out our roads, check out everything around you, check out the prices of commodity. There's no enforcement. If there's an enforcement to say, hey, this price should not be more than this, you know, then we will live in a better place. No enforcement to every single item in Nigeria. So, what's your brief take on this? How do we manage this situation that is getting worse? And if the government don't find a means to create enforcement to tie down the commodities, peg the prices, we're in trouble.
Word.
Well,
You see, this country is full of lawlessness. Um, you rightly said, the law is there, but the people who are supposed to guide and protect this law actually are the ones going against the law. So when the citizens see that, they'll be like, if your Oga Patakota is doing that, I might as well just, if you can't beat them, join them. So that's what has happened, because if from the top you're strict with the law, there's no way the other, the rest of the citizens will not abide to the rules.
well,
And if you disobey, if they at the top they disobey and punished, how much more the citizens? That is where everybody will follow suit. But now there are lawlessness everywhere. Do you understand?
so
So they are the cause of this lawlessness. Yes.
enforcement. Our government should think more of enforcement. We see people honk or horn on the road unnecessarily. There should be enforcement to that. There should be enforcement in every aspect of our life. That's when things can work. So if the government wants things to happen, they should spend more time on our enforcement agencies.
Hmm. You're even talking about honey. They can hunt for all we care. We're talking about, like, for example, expired drugs, expired food. They're still selling them. There are nobody to checkmate. The balances are not there. So you can imagine when you take someone die of expired drug, someone die from expired food. That is indirect killing now. So
Yes.
these are basic things that supposed not to be compromised. The now talk of the road, hospital, there's a whole lot. It's
It's a
only in
whole lot.
Nigeria, where you
Yes.
see red lights,
And
and people are busy moving.
you are scared to put your leg on a zebra
Do you
crossing.
understand? We don't have zebra crossing. It's the red, the red light that makes you crumble. That's when you now see people moving.
Moving.
We always do things what? Backwards. So this country, because
So
of lawlessness,
yes,
that is why we do things backwards.
lawlessness
Yeah.
is our topic, meaning enforcement.
Yes.
So we have the laws, as I said earlier, we have all the laws put in place. The constitution is tabled out.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's no enforcement. So if the government can spend a bit of time to create enforcement on all these laws that we have, we'll be in a better place. So the podcast is, please, those that can pay attention, those that really matters, those that can do anything, let's work on our enforcement. And then you see how we will live afterwards. Final take.
Upfront, I think you said a whole lot. The truth of the matter is the three arms of the government, especially the legislature, that is where, and the House of Representatives. See these people, That is the key. if they can arrange themselves, these three arms, arrange yourself very well. It's doable. It's doable in the country that you guys are going for, and you obey the laws. It's doable because you're seeing things work well there.
Enforcement is placed.
It's placed. You can do it. It's just that you're just what's the right word? Nonchalant, and you feel that you hold your world. I mean Nigeria in your hands, so you can literally do anything and get away with it.
But
You know?
everything is time. We don't have too much time, but time will change it. But while we're still waiting for change, and those that are praying for change, enforcement is what we need. It starts from you. It starts from the church. You leave the church and you start playing up. You forget the rules and you just leave the church. No enforcement. So we stay with enforcement. Please, everyone should try and pay attention to enforcement. Try and let's see how we can respect the law. If we respect the law, it'll be a better place for you, me, you, and everybody. If you don't, you have yourself to blame. Word.
Don't forget to subscribe and share.
It's entirely up to you. More enforcement. If we can be, if enforcement comes into play, sharing will be so easy.
Word.